for the Metal Gods Meltdown. Today I have the pleasure to be joined by...
Hello folks, this is Sammi from Ensiferum, Finnish folk metal band. And it's an honor to be here today with you guys.
Winter Storm is amazing. How pleased are you with the reactions that you've had from fans and media so far to the ninth album?
The feedback has been really, really good, like overwhelmingly good. Because our previous album called Tabatha that came out really in the middle of Corona chaos that got really good reviews and really good chart. It did really good position in charts around the world. And this album was composed during COVID, so it was really different kind of state of mind. And that's why the whole album is very different. It's much more serious and sad and aggressive in a way. So of course it's always exciting or terrifying when you release a new album. Like, how are the old fans gonna like it? Will any new people actually find your band? Because we're an old band already, so that's always a challenge to find new people, especially with the folk metal scene, because it's kind of niche.
Absolutely, it really is. And I last put you guys in 2017 Dewberry Rock. Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Really good festival. Fantastic.
I agree. Yeah. Good times.
The album is insanely addictive and would actually make an amazing feature film. Is that something you'd ever think about doing?
Well, never say never. But, well, the fact is that the lyrics are like a really small fraction of a fantasy book that I haven't published. Well, let's be honest, I haven't even written it mostly yet. I have just the story in my head. I've written a little bit, like some passages here and there, but let's see. I want to really publish the book first, and if someone is crazy enough, well, maybe at that point the artificial intelligence is already so good that I just, send, like, upload the fucking PDF, and boom, you have like a feature film, like Lord of the Rings quality stuff. Who knows?
Who knows? You never know. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So The Howl is my favourite track on the album today. Which is yours and why?
That's a good song, and I can tell you that there's a video coming out. Well, there's still two videos coming out from this album, which is really cool. And in the end, you can actually watch them in a row, and it kind of creates short movie. And so that's really nice detail. Well, we haven't played the song, or just the opening track. That's pretty much what we only played live. But now we played the whole album, afterwards, now in rehearsal room. Because we checked out like what songs we should play on the upcoming tours. So it's good to be prepared and actually play the whole album through a couple of times. I really like Fatherland. I think that's gonna be a really good live song because it has this very Ensiferum-ish, traditional Ensiferum chorus, this sing-along chorus, and there's a lot of energy in it. So it might really be like a good mosh pit song. But that's the thing, you never know before you actually start playing the songs and people start to, I don't know the English word, but kind of claim the songs like as their own, like accepting the new songs also in the catalog of the old evergreens. Well, but let's be honest, like Ensiferum is in a way we're very lucky that we don't have any real hit song. We don't have our own Paranoid or The Trooper, but of course that would be nice to have something like huge hit. But in a way, it's nice not to have any songs that we have to play live. Yeah, we were just talking about the there's this metal cruise called 7,000 Tons. Yeah, we played there, I think 5 times already.
Wow.
And there's always 2 sets that bands play. And we started talking about, it's like 1 hour set or something. I think we already did it, that we played completely different sets. And then we were like, okay, so how many actually we could do, like real, like proper hour and a half sets.
Yeah.
We would have always a different song, and we actually could come up with, well, let's not over exaggerate. I would say like 3-4 of these kind of sets we could do.
Yeah.
Of course, we have some obscure songs that probably even most of the fans don't know, and especially these very long songs, they might be like really turn off songs in live. I don't know. Like I like bands that have very long songs. One of my favorite bands is Finnish band Moonsaro, and they are notorious with their songs. But it's part of the thing. It gets you in the mood. And
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it must be like you're saying, quite hard then to choose a set list when you go out on tour. I mean, you are definitely a live band. Is it?
Yes.
Do you have lots of arguments then about what you're going to play?
No arguments, because everybody's goal is the same, to have a as good set list as possible. And what we always check that, let's say we come to UK, we try to check, okay, what was in the set list the last time we played in UK, because there's always hardcore fans, and the money is tight for everyone. So if you go see a band, I think it's nice also to give something different. So it's not that when you go see a band, it's always the same. But this is also something I've been talking with many of my friends and many musicians. One of my all-time favorite bands is Iron Maiden, and I remember when I saw them in Helsinki, I was so like hyped. I went to see them at Ice Hall, and it was a tour when they did the whole album, Matter of Life and Death. And I
knew you were going to say that.
I was like, it's a good album, but fuck, I really wanted to hear some evergreens.
I know.
Also,
I was gutted, mate. Yeah, it wasn't good, was it? It wasn't good. I remember.
The thing is that the album has few good songs.
Yeah,
but
not a whole album, man.
that was harsh, but in a way I get it from a perspective of a musician.
Yeah,
you write something for years, then you record, you pour your soul into this music. Of course, it's something you want to play out, play proudly. But that was a bit of an overkill.
Definitely.
But anyway, for Ensiferum, it's we had this for years, this policy that we want to have song from every album on the set list. But I think we have failed in this one for a few years already, because there are just too many albums.
Yeah.
And I think the last long like headlining tour we did was back in 2019.
Right.
So now there's like 2 albums that came out after that. So it's gonna be tricky.
It will be. Yeah, I really remember Thalassic coming out during the lockdown and everything. That was crazy times. But that was a sort of like a bit of therapy for me and many others. I should imagine it is a classic, amazing album. But this is definitely better.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very different. I mean, Thalassic was kind of fast food in Ensiferum catalog, and this one is much more a meal that you prepare for hours.
Yeah,
so to say. I mean, it's different. I don't get me wrong. I fucking love Thalassic, and there are
so do I. Mate.
Some of my favorite songs from Ensiferum history are on this album. But it's now because it was a previous album before this one. I mean, if there would have been something in between these albums, something like a little bit of something from both sides, it wouldn't be so dramatic, the difference. But once again, I guess for some people who are not like hardcore fans, Winterstorm just sounds exactly the same as Ensiferum shit. The songs are just longer. As a musician, you really become deaf and blind to your own stuff. You really start to pay attention to so small details that you think that it's going to make the biggest difference ever. And probably most listeners don't ever even notice. And it's okay. Music is art and entertainment and escapism, and it's
absolutely. So, what about the involvement of Madeleine from Elaine? I'd have hopes that sometimes she might join you on stage at some of your shows.
I really hope so because we knew when we made the decision to have a guest vocalist on this song. It was a hard decision in a way because this is really a beautiful song.
Yeah.
But it was also for the sake of the song because we knew the song will kind of live forever. You only have one shot when you release a song or album, so make most out of it and really like do the choices according to what serves the song. And yeah, we could have done this with male vocals, and I would have just turned the vocals from different perspective. I mean the lyrics, and but it just didn't sound good. I mean, good is wrong word. It just didn't sound right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did demo versions with Pekka's clean vocals, and yeah, we did demo version with Pete's harsh vocals, and that was awesome. Yeah, maybe we'll release that someday as a bonus track.
You should do, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
All right.
let's see.
You should. I see you're going to be doing a festival called Pagan Festival next year, like a tour. That's like an amazing tour. How exciting is that for you? I mean, it's folk metal heaven, isn't it?
It feels that's so awesome because yeah, we were on the first Pagan Fest when that was 2008 or something like this.
Yeah.
And we were many on board on many of those. They were always super fun tours. I mean, all the bands we know them for years and even decades, I could say. So I'm sure that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I mean, for people who like this kind of music and who like really to have joyful evening kind of with metal music, I think this is the shit.
Absolutely.
There are no better tours for this kind of stuff. I mean, and I think it's going to be one of the biggest tours we ever did because Alestorm are really huge, and it's insane because I remember I saw them first time. It was like some festival they played like 12 o'clock in the day or something like in the noon, and there was probably 10 people checking them out. And I remember I was there with a drink. I was like, this is so fucking absurd. The guy with the guitar and they're singing about pirates. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And,
I know.
I mean, I fucking love the guys. And they actually have really good songs. Like
they do. They really do.
Because Chris is really a good musician. But they just really, I don't know.
They're absolutely insane. I love them. Yeah, fantastic.
Yes, they really don't give a fuck, and that's what makes it really beautiful.
It does. It really does. They're amazing. Like, obviously, I've interviewed Chris a few times. He's had me in stitches. He's just absolute character. He really is. So, do you think they would have? Can you imagine, like, you're going to have some heavy nights then of too much drinking and partying, or are you getting too old for that
now? Let's say the temptation is very big on this kind of tour. Yeah. because I know every night is going to be like a party. Because people who come to these shows, they are going to be in the party mood. And but I'm going to be a bit boring and say there's also the responsibility for the next day's crowd.
Yeah, cool.
And I mean, we don't drink as we did when we were younger. Yeah, I mean, the hangovers they're just terrible nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're in your 20s, it really doesn't matter. You can drink the whole day and whole night and sleep 2 hours and still do okay show. But now, no. And it's also their responsibility, but also like professional pride.
Absolutely.
That's the right word. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people who come to see your show, I mean, you want to give them 110%.
Absolutely, man.
So, but I'm not gonna spit in a mug on this tour. No way.
All right. So, what's your feelings then about people filming at gigs. I mean, I don't get to so many gigs these days because I'm working at. But I went and saw Soil and Head P recently, and so many people there with their phones. And you're thinking, just enjoy the gig, man. Watch the gig, watch the spectacle. Does it annoy you? It's like prevalent now. Does what is prevalent?
Not. It doesn't bother me. I mean, personally, I just because I'm a fanboy also myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch quite many hundreds of shows myself, and what I do nowadays, I take one photo. I might take a 5-second clip just to send to my friend. Like, fuck! Like, I was just checking Pain a few weeks ago in Helsinki, so I took like 5-10 second clip for my friend from UK of his favorite song from Pain. I was like, hey, dude, I'm here. Like, fuck, I'm missing you, and boom, that's it. But it's you only have that moment. I mean, watching it afterwards from your phone is not going to be the same. It's like people taking video of fireworks. That's not going to look so amazing afterwards. But I don't know. Maybe it's a generation thing. Also,
I think it is.
They don't want to miss a moment, but I'm an old geezer nowadays. In this one, I really don't do that. But yeah, it doesn't bother me. But I feel sad for people who do that because I think they're missing the moment.
Of course,
because the moment is gone. It's not the same when you watch it afterwards.
Of course, it's not. I mean, we do the same, like quick shot and something, but they're not all the way through. Some people get all the way through the gig, like, really. Anyway, when do you look at? Sorry.
I think it was cool when people started to have cell phones much more, and some band, I'm talking about like long time ago, instead of bitching for people like don't shoot our show and put it in YouTube or whatever, they said like, hey, turn off your lights and whatever, and it looks cool. Then you have a sea of like a starry night. Like, don't fight it. Anyway, I mean, you can't command people to like.
But you can't. No. All right, and so when you look out on the massive crowds you sometimes play in front of, wait, that question again. Got that wrong. You always play in front of massive crowds. When you look out on a massive crowd,
in my dreams.
when you look out on a massive crowd, do you sometimes have to pinch yourselves and think, "Oh, this is actually happening." Still, 9 that album's down the road.
The thing is that I love playing for big shows, but the problem with those is that crowd is usually very far. Like even the front row. Of course you can. I'm not that blind. Of course I can see people, but there's something that I really love about small club shows, because then people are really here, and you get this sweat and blood and vomit and beer and that feeling. But of course, big shows, it's amazing, like what Hellfest or whatever, when you have tens of thousands of people hands up, and if people are singing something, or you have like mosh pits that are size of some of the venues that you actually play in. Of course, it's amazing feeling. And it's, I guess after COVID, things kind of changed. I guess for many of us, but not that I ever did take anything for granted, because the fact is, I never even dreamt of being a musician. Like I played instrument, I played with my friends, we played like a couple of shows in local pubs, but I never thought I'm gonna be touring musician. But after COVID, I remember I had this conversation with our tour manager on Hellfest. We were really privileged that we played in this Hellfest stream show. I was very weird to play in this holy ground of Hellfest, and a huge production and drones flying and really awesome, and no crowd. And like you should try to headbang. It was like almost shooting a music video, which I'm not a fan of. Like headbanging and getting in the mood, and then end of the song, and boom, you can hear the crickets. It's like there's something missing. But anyway, after the show, I remember I was sitting on the terrace of a hotel, of course, in France, I had a bottle of wine, and
Yeah.
I just said to our tour manager, I will never, I will cherish every second of every show if we ever get back to anything normal. Like, I'm gonna enjoy them on the level that I never did before, even though that even until then it was still my best thing in my life. One of the best things I ever experienced was playing shows. So so I think it's even more special nowadays. You really don't take it as granted.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. Going back to the album cover is amazing. I think that should be like a back tattoo. Yeah. Would you do that?
Like a shirt? Back tattoo?
No,
like tattoo? Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. Well,
it'll be big.
I mean, I don't have any tattoos. I'm a weirdo in this one. But yeah, I mean, that's always a huge thing to see people having your band's logo tattooed on their fucking skin.
Yeah, man.
It's this kind of dedication or like fandom or whatever you want to call it. Well, sometimes it's just that people. It's not 1 or 2 or 10 times that people really came with this speech that our music kind of saved their life through some difficult moment in their life, or I think many musicians have heard this, but it's I remember once a person told this, and there was a tattoo and the title of the song, or no, it was not the title, it was the quote from the song. It was like a huge thing.
Yeah, it really
is. As a musician, but just to say to all the fans around the world, like, you don't need to do that to prove that you like our music. Like, that's a quite, I don't want to say crazy thing to do, but that's
I know what you mean. Dedication.
Dedication. That's quite final. Thing to do.
I know. It's like I've got a Ukrainian girlfriend, and I've got the Ukrainian tattoo there, and my mate's like, "Why? Are you mad?" But if it means something to you, that's what to do, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. That's the thing. No, even if it's a one line or one dot or fucking middle finger, if that means something for you, like, then it's okay.
Absolutely.
But it was probably like in '90s, early 2000s, people really started to take tattoos because it was cool, and there's nothing wrong with that either. I mean, it's your fucking body.
Sure.
do what you want. I mean, but I think it's many of my friends have tattoos, and many of the tattoos have stories.
Exactly.
Really cool. I have some musician friends who take tattoo on every tour.
Right.
Just so they will always remember that tour.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool if you like.
If they mean something.
I did my first tour with 2005, so almost 20 years ago. And I'm going to be blunt, honest, and I don't remember every tour. Like, it's like some stuff is like big blur. Like, we did this tour around these years. Like, we start talking more with someone, like, okay, it was this. But like out of the blue, some of the tours are just a big blur. So in a way, I get this idea that you get something from this tour, and maybe you'll remember it much better.
Absolutely.
Cool idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So what about with the artwork? Was that actually drawn by an artist, or was it AI?
Artist. It's this Hungarian guy, Gyula.
Right.
I'm gonna check. He had done many covers for us. It's so fantastic to work with him. He also did covers for my power metal band, Metal Effecto. I really love this guy. He's amazing artist. He's a bass player also, so no one's perfect. It's so easy to work with him. Well, this picture is from the book, it's kind of from the last song of the album, Victorious. So I wrote him like 4 A4s or something, like explain the whole concept of the album and what's gonna happen in this album, like what part of this big story we're gonna squeeze into this album, and what should be kind of the cover, like this person and this wolf and these guys, kind of explaining why they're fucking flying horses. If I would just ask like, hey, I want a guy and a wolf and flying horses, and
That's awesome.
it would have probably ended up being a very different kind of cover. But then because I wrote him quite a lot of the story, so I guess it helped also him to get in the mood. But anyway, then he just sent like a first draft, and I was already, I see like this is gonna be perfect.
Really?
So then I sent it, not the first sketch, but like a bit later, I shared it with other guys also, and then they pointed out some things like this could be here, this could be there, and but really like minor stuff.
Yeah,
it's so nice to work with people who get you. Oh yeah, there are 3 cats here, so
you got 3 cats, have you?
There's Poppy.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, darling. Bengal. It's like Bengal. Oh, it's beautiful. Tabatha's not coming back. Doesn't want to. He usually makes an appearance. Come on. Come on.
Nope. No cooperation this time.
Got it.
Oh,
It's Tabatha.
oh yes. Oh yes.
She always appears normally. You missed.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Doesn't. She's a little bugger. She's amazing.
They are. Yeah.
They absolutely are. All right. So, if it was like a made-up song about your personality, you yourself, like a made-up song, what would it be called? Go on.
Made up song of my personality.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, man.
Catman.
the crazy old Catman. Yeah, let's go with this one.
Cool. Okay, so as it's coming up that time of year, Christmas, there was a song cover by Ensiferum. Which one would you choose?
Sorry, what song? Or
As we're coming up to Christmas, if you had to do a cover, which one would you choose?
Well, I did with my kind of solo shit. I did Old Lang Syne cover, but with Ensiferum, just to fucking poke, it's not gonna work because we have no religion, no politics in the band. We have this for like since I joined the band.
Yeah,
but I think All Holy Night is really beautiful.
It is.
If you some of the versions of this song. So maybe we actually should not rate this one.
Brilliant. All right. Wait. Now, can you give me 4 words then to describe Winter Storm?
The most epic album.
The most epic. Okay, brilliant. That's good.
Is it modest enough?
Love it. All right, man. So I want to thank you so much for your time because we're up to a half hour now. Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers, and listeners?
Well, thank you if you really listen to this until the end. Thank you very much. If you haven't heard Winter Storm yet, go check it out. And we'll be touring a lot next year. Well, we start in December. We're gonna do a few shows in Finland, and then Europe, States, and then next couple of years around the world. I hope to see you on the road, and yes, take care of you.